It hurts to admit this, but I was not nearly as self-aware as I thought I was. This is day 18 of 30 of finally being honest as someone who's recovered from BPD. For years, I thought I was so self-aware because I could explain what was happening. For example, after my first really serious breakup, I spent months crying and talking about it constantly. Eventually, a friend told me she was tired of hearing about it and that I needed to move on. I was crushed. And after that, anytime I felt like I didn't want to share what I was feeling, I would cite that moment as the cause. It was like, well, this girl hurt my feelings once and I'm afraid of that happening again. Okay, true, but not deep, not the whole story. When I started digging deeper into my mind, I found other things that were also true. First, that one event had become a blanket explanation for a lot of other things. If I ever felt afraid to share, I assumed it must be because I didn't trust this person and they might hurt me. It couldn't possibly be something else, like fear of my own shame for admitting an uncomfortable truth. Second, I thought I was protecting myself, and in a way I was. But I wasn't always protecting myself from a real threat. Instead of really trying to see the person in front of me, I treated them like the girl from my past, just in case they might hurt me, which did huge damage to my relationships. And third, it was easier to preemptively stay on the defense than to do the work of actually getting to know real people. Out of all those realizations, that was the most painful, because I thought I cared a lot about people, and realizing that I'd actually been choosing convenience over them was a tough pill to swallow. But once I shone a light on the parts of myself that had previously lived in my subconscious, they became a lot harder to ignore. It's a bit like learning a new language. Once you understand it, you can't go back to hearing gibberish. And in my experience, the deeper you understand yourself, the easier change becomes. Because when I thought my problem was just that some girl hurt me, change felt impossible. I thought, well, how do I undo something that already happened? Do I just push through the fear? How would that even work? But when I realized that it wasn't just the hurt, it was all the beliefs and defenses I'd built on top of it, then I actually had something to work with. Because most of those layers involved distortions in how I was seeing the world. And that part, that's 100% up to me. See you next time.